The topic that I choose for my Scratch project is Olympic. It is a modified board game that will test our knowledge on Olympic games. There are two reasons why I created this game. First, my sister and I like to play board game very much. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, we used to invite friends to our house during weekend or school holiday and play the board game together. Hence, we came up with the idea to design board game using Scratch, then share the game with our friends. The second reason is my family and I enjoy watching Olympic Games that held in Tokyo this year. To understand more on Olympic Games, my sister and I used to search online on particular Olympic topics from its history to current muscle. Thus, instead of designing a normal snake and ladder board game, I include the answering Olympic questions features when the player reaches the bottom of ladder or head of snake. By doing so, I could test my knowledge on Olympic Games. Next, let me show you how we can learn to play via the snake and ladder game. You are correct. Once the green flag is clicked, player will be brought to the cover page of the game. At the cover page, press Let's Go to start the game, or press Instruction to know the rule to win the game. To start the game, key in number of player, then click on the dice to roll the dice. Answer the questions accordingly by reaching bottom of ladder. If correct, the player will move out to the head of ladder and skip some steps. Else, stay at the same position. When the counter lands on the head of snake column, player will need to answer the random question. If player answer it correctly, player will stay at the same position. Else, the player will have to slide down to the bottom of the set. Player that successfully reach the last position, 100, wins the game. This is the source code that determines whether the player will move outward or stay when lands on the bottom of ladder. And this is the source code that determines whether player will stay or slide down when lands on the head of snake. There are 6 questions for each ladder or snake position. System will pick randomly from question 1 to question 6. Each player may get different questions even they land on the same position, as the system will pick randomly from question 1 to question 6. As there are total 7 ladders and 8 snakes, there are 90 questions altogether. Players could play multiple times to test their Olympic knowledge. Instead of designing a single-player game, I chose to create a multiplayer game. This is a source code how the player take their six and how the player move when they reach the bottom of ladder or head of snake. Every position for each player need to be tested individually to ensure movement is correct. If I have more time, I would like to include fun fact into the game. Player could learn the fun fact of Olympic game before start playing the snake and ladder game. Besides, I will also include different difficulty level of questions like beginner, intermediate, and advanced level in the game to make it more interesting. You are correct. Player could proceed to the higher level once they meet the minimum requirement for the next level. You are correct. Enjoy the game and start testing how well you know the Olympic game. Thank you.